So this right here is fodder, and if you wonder what it is, stay tuned because I'm going to tell you exactly what this is in this video. Sambanan tumelang mulweni avusheni di macheroni. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, kuday goeiedag. Away masekinders, my name is Winston and welcome to my channel, Bushes at Boer. On this channel we discuss everything relating to small scale farming and those small projects that you can do yourself, save on some money and enjoy the fruit of your labor. You can also use what we share with you in these videos to start a small business or side hustle and maybe in the future turn it into an empire. This right here is Jalen, and Lanil is there somewhere being a cowboy without a shirt. So I'm going to show you exactly what fodder is. So fodder is very simple. Fodder is the end product of germinating some seed to look like grass type. And the most common seed that they use is barley and wheat. I use sunflower seed. Actually, I used bird seed. And because they say you can use sunflower seed, and because the bird seed that I use has sunflower seed, I just experimented on this. And this basically is what the next 2-3 years is going to be like. We're going to experiment with a lot of things, try to make a lot of things, trying to do things ourselves to save some money. I mean, that's any business, you know, you want to try and save some money. So this is how it's supposed to look like. What I'm also going to try and do is I'm going to show you a picture. I'm going to put it up the screen to show you exactly how the guys do this. You can do this with the expensive hydroponic system. That's what the guys use. It's only less effort. This is more labor intensive. It's more effort that goes into growing this. But I'm actually happy that our experiment works because we're going to experiment a lot more. So I'm going to put up a picture of how the hydroponics look like, and also what the end product should look like. So I've learned a lot of lessons from this. I am going to try and improve on this. I'm going to do a lot more experiments with different seeds, of course, and at the end of the day I'm trying to get some feed, get it ready. We still have a lot of months until the winter, and so we're gonna experiment a lot until then to get it right. So also Mr. J, I just want to tell you that ek het geprobeer. You can see that it gewerk. I'm just gonna try and do it better or maybe improve on that. Let me show you exactly how I've done this fodder system. So step number 1 will be to take bird seed. This is the normal bird seed that I use for my lovebirds and cockatiels. They say I can use the black ones. Those are sunflower seed. It's mixed with other seed that the lovebirds and the cockatiels eat. But you know, I didn't have only sunflower seed, so I'm actually experimenting with this. So you're supposed to put it in water for 12 hours. I forgot about it, and it is 24 hours later. So all I'm going to do right now is drain the water. So let's go. It's smelling. So while this water is draining, I can tell you that the videos that I watched actually wants you to use barley or wheat or oats and sunflower seed. There are other things that they mention there that I don't know how to find. I'm saying I have this seed available because I feed my birds with it. And let me show you how dirty this water is. It's 2 days of it laying 2 days of laying it in water, and that's how dirty it actually smells bad. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna spread it out evenly over here. Spread it out evenly, and you want to keep this moist. So you want to keep this moist as possible, and you want to leave this to sit right here. And now and again I will just come in, I will water it down. Just add some more. This thing is a bit too small, So I'm going to use another container. I'll use the second one just to test it out. So this is number 1, and all I'll do is I'll come and spray it every day. So this is now, let's start by, this is day 0. Let's come back after a day, and let's see what happens to the seed over here. So this is day 1. Remember I said day 0 was when we prepared it and we kind of flattened it out. So this is day 1. I don't know if we can see somewhere they are making some tails already. For some reason the video is a bit blurry, I don't know, but it's making some tails there. I can pick one up and I'll show you. I don't know why my video is so blurry, but there you can see it's making some tails. I'm actually quite happy, there's a lot more of them. This is day 1. I'm just keeping them moist. This is a lid of this bucket, and I made some, this is a chlorine bucket. I just made some holes in there, so as I keep it moist, there's some holes there so it will drain down. And then I also use the rest on this one of the wives, don't tell the wife, one of the wives' bowls and the lid. So I don't know if you can see, it's making some tails here also. It's making some tails, some of the seeds are opening up. So I'm going to keep it moist, and I'm just hoping that this fodder system of mine will succeed. I'll show you day 2 how this looks like. All I'm doing is keeping it moist and letting the excess water drain. So this is 2 days later. This is basically day 3 according to my records that I'm keeping, and I'll explain to you why I'm recording it as day 1 and day 2 and day 3 and whatever. But you can see this is day 3 of the germination, and it's actually sprouting very nicely. The only problem that I have right now, there's a foul smell coming out of this, and I'll tell you why. Because for 3 days I've been keeping it wet. Let me just put this down here. For 3 days I've been keeping it moist. I'm going to take this off, and what I didn't do is, you know, I don't know if you wouldn't be able to see this, but there are holes underneath that, and you can see for 3 days it has been draining, and I haven't been changing that water, and I think this is where the smell is coming from. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take off this one as well, and I'm going to wash the container, the plastic container, and this bucket over here, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm back, and I cleaned out the containers, that one and that one. You can see it's actually growing nicely. So what I normally do is 2 to 3 times a day. All I do is, okay, there's my jug, you can see, all I do is I water it down and keep it moist. I don't throw a lot of water, just make sure that all the seeds are covered in water and they stay moist. And now with this one, the excess water, you can see the water drains out over there, it spills over. Let me just tap it a little bit more. There you go. It drains out there. And with this one, I do the same. I think this one is still a little bit too much. The water is draining out too fast. There we go. So I have holes on that side there, so it drains down there. As long as I have like a slant going down this way, the water coming from this side will drain that way. So this is like day 3, or only. So lessons to learn from day 3. When you do, what you guys didn't see is I did not rinse these seeds. I put it straight into the container on day 0 when I started it out, and I actually I just put it in that container and I left it in the water, soaked it in water for 2 days. Remember, the first 2 days I just soaked it in water. I did not rinse the seed. So you want to rinse out the seed, and then also when you water it every day, I think once a day, just replace this water and wash out this container, and then you'll see that maybe you won't have that foul smell like I did. I'm gonna give it 2 more days and I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like on day 5. So this is day 5, and you can see it's actually growing very nicely. Let me show you how high it is if I put it level. So this is day 5. It actually looks nice. I'm just keeping it moist. On this side over here, it's growing a little bit slower than the other one, but I don't mind. As you can see, the smaller ones, if you can see there, the smaller seeds are also sprouting, and I can see a few mold patches, but I think that is because not all the water drains. So all the water like sits over here in this section over here. Some of the water drains out, there, but there's some water that sits here, and there are a few mold patches that I can see, but that's fine. And what I've discovered is that this seed over here, these ones do not sprout. So it's only the sunflower seeds and the smaller ones. I don't even know what they use for that small round seeds. That's the only ones that are sprouting. But yeah, this is day 5. Nice update. Let's give it 2 more days, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how it looks like on day 7. So this is our fodder system at day 9. It is quite high. If I can put my hands there, you can see how high it did grow. Let's put this like this. Yeah, you can see how high it grew. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed it to the goats now and then see if they like it. Alright, so if you lift it up, it looks like a kind of piece of mat. I think I didn't compress it. Show there. See, they're coming to run. See. So let's see how they like this. If they like this. And they actually do.
I'm showing it the goats.
Show down there. So they are actually liking it. So, and this is what we're going to do to supplement their feeding in the winter. So it's just easy when the grass goes dry, then we'll do something for them. The other pile I will keep. Go.
Can I get some for Mary? That should be Andrew. And as you can see, goats are very messy eaters. So what I will do is I'm gonna put this in the goat feeder so they can eat it. Stop.
So you guys can see they are messy eaters, but I placed some of it in the goat feeder and they are eating it like that. So this is what we are planning to do in the winter when the grass goes drier, and then we're going to supplement the feeding by doing fodder. So now that this has succeeded, I'm going to try and build a fodder system and do a little bit more of them so they can be happy. Say happy. Say hello. Gonna say hello. Gonna say hello. I got nothing here with me. And that is Fran. She's liking that. I don't know what is Mary trying to do, eating from behind. And this is how they eat up here. And this one is just smelling me. I don't know what I'm smelling of.
You must be smelling the cats. They are both just smelling me. There's nothing in my pocket. And that's our fodder system. The second batch I will leave for 2 more days because the small seeds are growing, and then you can see here it actually looks nice and fresh here. I'll show you. So the second batch will leave because the small seeds are growing a little bit longer. So I'm just going to keep it for 2 more days, and I'll show you how that looks like. I think this is day Friday was day 9. It's now day 11. So by the way, why are you pushing me? Why are you pushing me? So this is the second batch. It's day 13 of the second batch. As you can see, it grew nice and tall. The goat is ready to eat it, and she's already helping herself, and she can't now. I'm still busy. And as you can see, the smaller seed, I wanted that to grow a little bit taller, and this is what the smaller seed does and made. It made smaller, it made like nice grass type of fodder, and then the taller sunflower seed made this taller grass, so you can see actually how tall it is. And this is fodder that I'm gonna feed. The coaches took some of these out here, and you can see that they like it. So if you haven't seen the previous video of how I've made this goat feeder, I'll leave a link right here in the corner for you to click and see how I've done this. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put this fodder in here for them to eat. They will help themselves, and this is something that you can give to your goats, your sheep, your cows, whatever animals you have, any animals that eats greens. Any animals that eats greens, rabbits, cows, sheep, ducks, whatever the case may be. What we're trying to do is we want to make it more organic. So that's why we're doing this. We don't want to buy commercial feed. Right now, the goats, let me show you, the goats have all that place to eat. They have all that place to run around or roam around to eat all the greens that you see there. Down there they can eat, so they can go wherever and eat at the moment. But when winter sets in and the grass turns green, dry, or goes brown and dries out and dies, then it will lose all the minerals and vitamins that it contains for the goats. So we want to go more organic so we can have nice milk at the end of the day. So that is our fodder for now for this episode. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. If you haven't subscribed as yet, please consider subscribing by clicking this button over here. I'm going to leave a button here with one with our faces. You can click on to subscribe. And also, if you want to share this with somebody that keeps chickens and rabbits and stuff like that, what this does is it just reduces the amount of money, because I used 2 cups of seed to get all of that. If you do it right, apparently if you do 1 kilo of seed, you can get like up to 10 kilos of fodder grass, which is what we're trying to do. Like I say, I'm going to experiment again. I'll get the right seed and I'll do it again, and then I'll show you in future videos. But that's it from me for now. Until next time, keep well, stay safe, stay blessed. Away.